CEO Rattler from Creative Image. We got the brand new Rattler here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually take this bowling ball and we're gonna throw it down the lane. But before we do that, we're actually gonna check the surface of the Rattler, the Radical Rattler bowling ball. We're gonna go ahead and get a scan and see what it is. That ball is scanning right at 3 grand. So we got 3 grand in Billy Rev's hand. And we're gonna let him throw the bowling ball on Route 66 and see kind of how this bowling ball performs. First shot with the Rattler. All right, flat 10, maybe, yeah, it's flat. All right, flat 10. But nonetheless, it allows us to be able to see what the performance of the bowling ball is. That wasn't a terrible shot. It just didn't quite fully recover like you'd want. He maybe is just a little bit too much of the darker portion of the lane, which is actually representative of the heavier oil. So he'll make a small light adjustment and he'll be able to be good to go. I can tell you off of that one shot though that this bowling ball definitely will fall into the continuous category, which is the category that most bowlers tend to need to have in their bowling bag for sure, because continuous bowling balls, typically you can use them the longest. A little bit straighter. And that ball hooked. So that was interesting. Okay, so definitely got a little bit more, you can see that, right? So it was straighter through the front. We're looking through the yellow line here. Straighter through the front and ultimately down lane. That turns into a little bit left, right? A little bit left down lane, which is what it's supposed to do. It just was not scared to recover and it kept going and we got a split. So kind of want to split the difference there, right? To be able to get this bowling ball back into the pocket. So we got a 4-pin. So a little bit interesting. And here's the thing. So what's useful about this is it's the ability for us to be able to see not only how the ball performs, but how usable the ball is, right? Like in this particular case with this particular pattern, this bowling ball being a little bit stronger is going to require a little bit more finesse to be able to get it into the pocket, looks like. So that should be a pretty good shot. He's able to strike there. You can see that. That was actually the red line. So you kind of see the angle of attack that he had to have. The problem is he's not going to have a whole lot of room for error, right? So not a lot of room for error with this particular ball on this pattern for this player, which tells us that, you know, if we're bowling a tournament per se, this is probably not the ball you're going to grab. It's going to be able to hit the pocket, but you're not going to be able to create lots of entry angle like you want, and you're not going to be able to have a lot of room for error, which is also what you want. That one's wider right. Did come back. Definitely did recover. I was surprised by that, to be honest with you. I wasn't sure if it was going to recover, but it did. So that helps to err on the side too, that this is a stronger piece, right? More of that mid-lane continuous type shape. He actually has a little bit of room right that he can get and get that bowling ball to recover. Very, very useful. I can see this ball kind of being maybe more of like a benchmark ball, maybe a first ball out of your bag to be able to read what the lane's got and then be able to make changes based off of that. Decent shot. Oh no, paralyzer 5-pin. Now remember I said earlier, I said he's gonna have a little tough time creating angle, right? So lack of entry angle is what leaves that. So not being able to create a lot of entry angle ultimately can be bad, right? Because you're not gonna be able to get the carry that you're looking for that you would hope to get. In this particular case, obviously leaving a 5-pin isn't something that you wanna do. But at the same token, it's a whole lot easier of a spare to be able to make than say a split. We're gonna zoom in. Ring 10. Another useful piece of information there, right? So it's entry angle. That's what it is. You know, this bowling ball definitely, like I said, is on a stronger side of things. But as a result of that, it's a little bit smoother, and that's creating the lack of entry angle that we're seeing here. So useful piece of information, trying to give you information that's going to be helpful. I'm gonna refresh really quickly here for Billy I'm gonna refresh those lines, and let's get one good line of him being able to throw ourselves 10 back. You kind of also see we got a box out there that he's actually looking to hit too. Right there, he clipped it to the right outside and got it. All right, so now you're able to get a little bit more information and be able to see exactly what the Rattler does from Radical. New piece coming from them. You can go over to our website, CTD Bowling, and pick one of these bowling balls up. If you're a member of our staff, you can actually get this bowling ball at a discount. So on behalf of Billy Levan, I am CEO Ron Hickler from Creative Emirates. Talk to you soon.